Okay, so it's the end of the year. Let's talk about the 2024 Carolina Forward Slate and how we did. Here at Carolina Forward, this is our third straight election cycle where we've chosen a group of candidates running for our state legislature to support and endorse. This year we chose 9 candidates running for our state house and 1 for our state senate. Not only did we endorse these candidates, but with your help, we also raised a very significant amount of money for their campaigns. When all the votes were counted, we won 4 of these races and we lost 6. Not as many as we'd hoped, but not so bad either. Our endorsed candidates, Dante Pittman, Beth Helfrich, Brian Cohn, and Lindsey Prather, all won their races for the state house, and those wins have shifted the balance of power in Raleigh. The way we choose which candidates to support comes down to 2 things. The candidates' positions on issues that most people care about and their ability to actually change the balance of power in Raleigh. Here at Carolina Forward, we care a lot about fighting corruption in Raleigh, ending partisan gerrymandering, protecting reproductive freedom, and making our state government work for the people of our state instead of entrenched special interests. Democrat, Republican, neither. Party labels don't matter so much to us as how a candidate actually votes. Now, 4 wins out of 10 isn't bad. Obviously, we'd prefer to win more. If we'd endorsed in some safer, less competitive seats, we probably would have improved that number, but sandbagging like that sort of defeats the whole point. Just a side note here, there are some groups who do that. They endorse a bunch of candidates who are guaranteed to win the races, so they can go back to their donors or whoever and say, hey, we won 80% of the races that we endorsed, aren't we smart? But we don't do that. Our whole goal is to be aggressive and to change the balance of power in Raleigh, because that's how change actually happens. So these wins broke the Republican supermajority in our state house. And we'll go into detail in another video about how that's actually going to shake out in 2025 and 2026. But for right now, this is a really important breakthrough that's going to stop a lot of terrible legislation that hurts our state. Not only that, but these candidates won on a gerrymandered map that was engineered to produce a big Republican advantage in a year when Trump won North Carolina, and even won many of the districts where our endorsed candidates also won, which just goes to show that they were strong candidates who ran great campaigns, communicating with people about stuff they cared about. So the Carolina Forward Slate is over for now. We'll be back in 2026, but in the meantime, there's the Carolina Forward Action Fund, which is how we fund ongoing accountability in our legislature. You can contribute at any time. Link is in the bio, and stay tuned.